What's going on, everyone? It's Andy with another episode of Let's Take It to Locals. And as always, we spin the wheel to see what we get. And today, it looks like we're going to be playing the new ST21 Luffy leader today. So I actually ended up sleeving my ST21 deck all the way through. But for today's video, I think we're going to take the good stuff out of that deck and put some more of the better, more competitive red stuff in, as you can see. Luckily, we pulled a lot of the red staples that came out of OP10, and we worked on getting a lot of the red staples that we normally play from previous sets as well. Now, normally I don't play a lot of red, or well, mono red, but ever since the ban killing a bunch of the black cards, I decided to switch it up, start investing more into red, and now we have this ST21 starter deck. We have all of the good red staples, and like I said, I'm just trying to find a way to put them all together. I'm not very confident in playing this leader or the red strategy. Again, I'm more of a black player, blue player, even purple before I consider myself like a red or a yellow player. But the strategy and the cards themselves are great. And as we're speeding through the cards and putting the cards in their sleeves, I decided to challenge myself by not looking at any previous deck profiles or anything already out there. I'm just trying to brew up what a mono red deck should have. And because I am a total doofus, I forgot to do a deck profile portion for the video. But as you can see, I put it on the sim and we'll just go through it. You have 4 of the Searcher Nami, 3 of the Rush Zoro, 2 Dragons, 2 Rayleighs, 2 Shanks, 2 Ben Beckman, 4 of the new OP10 Tony Chopper, 2 of the 5-drop Rush Luffy, 2 of the 7-drop Edward Newgate, 4 of the new Sanji, 4 of the new Nami, 4 of the new Luffy, and 4 of the new Zoro from the structure deck. And for the events, we have 2 Radical Beam, 4 of the zero-cost event, 2 Divine Departures, and 2 of the new event, which I believe is called either Gum Gum Mole Gun or Mole Pistol. And with that, let's get into the games. All right, we're here at Geek Out, and I'm running a little late, and I just realized that I forgot my tripod. So it's gonna be a little different, maybe, from the first or second episode, that kind of vibe. But anyways, we're here at Geek Out. I'm just so glad to be at this locals again. Our first matchup was with the homeboy Jaime, and he was playing the new OP10 Sugar, the red-purple leader, and oh my gosh, is it so much fun to play against, but also to play, and here soon we'll be playing it ourselves. Hopefully that deck profile comes out soon. But yeah, since I didn't bring my tripod, it's kind of hard for me to tell you what's going on myself as I'm editing this. I can tell you that at one point there is a misplay that kind of messed up what we were doing. He dropped a 10-cost Shanks, and I swung on my turn with the Zoro, calling it a 7, which should have been a 6. He countered out, and then after his turn started and he played, oh man, it was rough. But Jaime, again, is super cool. We figured it out. I ended up getting the win. I don't really count this one as a win though, but thanks, Jaime. You're the GOAT. We learn from this, from doing these challenges. We learn what we can, and I definitely know to read my cards and read the board a lot more than I did when we were playing the match. So yeah, technically I won the match, but it didn't feel good, it didn't feel right, so I don't know. We'll put this one in a limbo and forget it even happened. Up next is a match with my cousin Angel, and he is playing Red Green Smoker, which he actually was going to play Bonnie, but decided to switch out at the last second, playing the Red Green Smoker against my ST21 Luffy. And my first turn, I played the Nami Search, get cards in my hand. His turn, he plays the Virgo to get something to his hand. My turn again, I play another Nami to get a Search, and then I think I just swing here. He ends up taking it, and I start feeding his hand, which probably wasn't the best idea. His turn, he draws, he is plotting, thinking of what to do, and he ends up playing a Sanji. And man, that Sanji is so annoying because you don't want to get rid of it. You don't want to give your opponent the draw, but you also don't want it on board. Oh, it does all these things. Not gonna lie, it gets a little hard to explain what's going on since I don't have my tripod, but I do end up playing a Zoro, And I start thinking that I can pressure him and rush him and start attacking his life and not worry about it. But red does its things, and green does its things, and green does its things very well. So especially with Angel, he is a green color main, and now giving him the power of red, oh my gosh. So he starts overpowering my board. I'm trying to survive, and I don't know what happened. I really did think that I was going to pressure him and start taking his life, but he starts playing all of the control aspects of both of the red and green color pool. And man, Smoker's crazy because he gets to stand everything up. And yeah, man, he definitely starts seeing my characters dwindle as his start to increase, and I'm just a little scared at this point, trying to figure out what to do. At one point, all of my bigger characters start showing up in my hand. It doesn't really matter though, because I'm trying to just be as aggressive as I can and maybe take some life. He starts playing some blockers though, and makes it a lot harder. And I think at this point we're like the last people playing, so everyone's just kind of crowding around us and the pressure is on. As much as I think I can start building my board, he just tears it down. There are a couple of good plays that I have. I believe I Divine Departured both of his smokers that he had, and man, it does feel good getting rid of those smokers because they have banish, and I'm not trying to lose my life like that. I'd rather have it in my hand. At this point, I'm not really thinking of the plays other than try to find my rush guys and just hit and swing for as much as I can. But those blockers that he has are kind of hard to get rid of, and I don't know whether I should play my top end and pop a character when I know that he's going to have more characters available, or if I should just play my rush characters. I don't know. At this point, I was kind of stumped. Didn't really know what to pressure or what to do. And yeah, he builds his board. He does red things, he does green things, and he ends up getting the win. On to round 3, and we're going to run it back with Smoker again, but this time with our boy Leo. And he starts us off with a Nami search for a Sanji. My turn, I play 2 Namis, search, build my hand, and pass it on to him. He swings at 8, passing it on to me. I go ahead and start playing my Rush Zoro with a swing at 7. He plays a Smoker and a Sanji. My turn, I Divine Departure his Smoker at one point right there, and then I start swinging. His turn, I believe he plays out a Beckman as well as a Virgo to get the search, and swings at me. I decide to take it, and it's back to me. And at this point, I decide to just attach Dawn, start swinging, play a Zoro, start swinging, and I pass back to him, and of course, he plays out the Kid, and attaches that Dawn at one point and decides to rest it, and I need to get rid of it. And I noticed that he only has 2 cards in his hand, so I attach the Dawn to a Zoro that you see there. Attach Dawn, swing, and I think I just swing at 8. He gets rid of it with my leader and pass the turn to him. He decides to play another Kid, of course. Then he ends up swinging with the Beckman, the Sanji, and the Smoker leader. And he rests his Kid onto my turn, and oh boy, that top deck was great. Now here I am just making sure that the numbers fit and that I'll be able to get rid of his Kid with the 1 card that I am very proud to say that I top deck, the Divine Departure. And oh boy, of course I'm playing out that alt Divine Departure to get rid of his Kid. You can see me celebrating a little bit here in the background. And yeah, we get rid of that Kid. And we start allocating Dawn so that way we can swing at the board here. First at the Ben Beckman, and then I put some Dawn on the Nami to attack that Sanji, giving him the draw, but that's okay. His turn again, and he starts off with playing a 7-drop blocker, Film Luffy, as well as the Smoker. And he can't attack with those. He does attack with the Nami and Smoker to my life. Now I was thinking real hard for no reason at all, because I do end up playing the Radical Beam. I was already at 1 life, play the Rad Beam, save my life, and it's back to me. And I believe this is where I close it out. I end up playing the new 5-drop Rush Luffy, swing. He ends up taking it, leaving his blocker up, and I am scared at this point, so I decide to map it out a little bit more. And I start swinging with my leader here, which he ends up blocking with the Luffy, and then I play the Zoro to finish out the game. And it's GG's to the homie Leo, making our record 2-1, but really it feels like 1-2. And again, shout out to the homie Jaime. And so ends another Let's Take It to Locals. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.